listening to the Fours Up Podcast with your host, Marsh.
What up, Canes fans? It is the Fours Up Podcast, your number one source for Miami Hurricanes podcast. It is Thursday, September 17th. We are 2 days away from kicking Louisville's ass. As always, it is your boy Marsh, and as always, I am joined by my co-host and wonderful producer, Jordan Nelson. Jordan, are you as fired up as I am? Are you confident? Are we happy today?
I'm fired up. I'm happy. I don't know about confident. I'm confident that I'm going to be hyped.
What they want. I mean, I got to give them positive Marsh today. So yeah. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very good. I think this is going to be a very, very big game. It's a very big show. But let's talk some Tank Brewing before we get started.
Yeah. So we want to share a message from the Tank Brewing. They're one of our partners. So at the Tank Brewing Company, we're passionate about brewing the highest quality craft beer using only the best ingredients and brewing techniques in a process we call liquid innovation. If you're looking for the place to cheer on the Canes this season and enjoy exceptional craft beer, look no further than the Tank. The big screens in our 6,500 square foot tasting room were made to watch your team dominate and can be viewed just as well from our outside area. With 16 taps in the brewery, we guarantee you'll find the craft beer you've been craving. Hungry? We make some delicious bites that perfectly complement what you're sipping on. Mention that you heard about the Tank here on the Fours Up Podcast and you just might receive a token of our appreciation. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at the Tank Brewing for the latest news about our exceptional brews. We are proudly located in the heart of Miami at 5100 Northwest 72nd Avenue. Whether it's game day or any other day, we're always brewing up something delicious at the Tank.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah. Cool.
Go check them out. Loca,
yep.
I think is how you pronounce it. That was my favorite beer when I went over there and tried. So, I mean, they have some delicious beers, and the location is awesome. And once you step inside, it's like a damn fantasy world. It looks like it looks like Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory. It's amazing. It's huge. Jordan and I got to get down there for a live recording one of these days.
Yeah. Yep, and make sure when you go down there, mention that you heard about the Tank here on the Fours Up Podcast, and you just might receive a token of their appreciation, is what they tell us. So yeah, drop by and let them know that you heard about it here on the Fours Up Podcast, please. That'd be a huge help to me and Marsh as well. Just so the Tank is happy with our partnership. So that would be fantastic, guys.
Absolutely. Okay. What about AB?
Oh yeah, and don't forget our guys' stickers by AB. AB is the dude. His stickers are unreal, man. I have a really cool, big cooler that came with the Ford truck that I bought last year, and dude, I have a big old Orange Bowl sticker on the side. So
I love it. I love it. Okay, we have a huge. We got two big guests coming on today to talk everything Miami and Louisville, but a new segment we are coming out with. As you all know, if you followed me on Twitter, I like to bet on sports. I have the crippling disease. I've been doing it since I was 12 years old. I remember my dad's buddies would always call me during middle school and say, "Hey, who do you like for this weekend?" And ever since then, I've been hooked. And last week I went 4-2, so Uncle Marsh is back. And so from now on, Jordan and I, we are going to give you some picks that we like for the upcoming games this weekend. So So I go first, brother.
So I'm pretty. I only bet NFL. I don't, just me personally. I'm not a college guy in terms of sports betting, just because it's so unpredictable and. I'm kind of conservative in nature. So I feel like this is a great week to bet on the NFL, though. I have 5 games that I absolutely love. And then one that I've been thinking about. The one that I've been thinking about, very tempting, is the Bengals +6 tonight on Thursday. However, rookie quarterback Joe Burrow, I'm not sure that I'm going to do that one. But these other 5 I feel really good about. I dropped the screen I have my picks. I just can't remember the teams they're playing. Okay, so the first one that I have, and this is my favorite for the week. I have the Seattle Seahawks -4 at home versus the New England Patriots. I absolutely love this pick. I don't feel like the Patriots are that good anyway, so the Seahawks -4, I'm doing that all day. My next one is the Buffalo Bills -5.5 on the road against the Miami Dolphins. I'm a Bills fan. I thought they looked great. I don't trust the Dolphins right now.
Hey, did I see Zach Moss score a touchdown?
You did. Yeah, Zach Moss scored the first touchdown of their season. So,
all right, go Utes, go South Florida.
Yeah. Okay, then my next pick, I also just love this one, man. If I had $1 million to put on this, I totally would. Where is it? It is the Minnesota Vikings +3 over the Indianapolis Colts. And I don't know who in the world thinks that Phillip Rivers, the noodle arm, should be favored in any game ever, because I can throw a deep ball better than him at this point. He's just terrible. So I'm taking the Vikings +3. I have the Green Bay Packers -6 over the Detroit Lions. I feel like the Lions' entire season just vaporized when DeAndre Swift dropped that pass.
That was painful.
You could see Matthew Stafford's soul leave his body when that happened. I felt really bad for the guy. And then my last one is I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs -8.5 over the Los Angeles Chargers. I feel like Pat Mahomes versus Tyrod Taylor is all I have to say there. So 8.5 points is great.
All right. Are those your picks?
Those are my picks. And, I feel absolutely great about the Seattle -4 and the Minnesota +3.
All right. Okay. I got a big slate this weekend. Okay. I'm taking Baylor -4 against Houston. Why? I don't know. It just feels right. I'm taking App State -4.5 against Marshall. I don't know why. It just feels right. FAU +1.5 versus Georgia Southern. I didn't even know Georgia Southern had a D1 football team, and somehow they're favored against Willie Taggart, the Willie Train, and the Owls are going to run all over Georgia Southern's ass. I got the Vikings +3 against the Colts. I don't know who made that pick. I don't know what the hell Vegas is thinking. I don't know if someone isn't going to play, but that is preposterous. I got oh God, this kills me. I got my Cowboys. Got the Cowboys. I'm a big Cowboy fan, everyone. I got them -4.5 against the Falcons. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know why I did it, but
I almost went with the Falcons +4, but
yeah, I don't know why I did it. I got Joey Big Game Burrow +8.5 tonight against the Browns. Screw the Browns. I hate Baker Mayfield. And then I got the Packers -6.5 against the Lions. So
cool.
You influenced me on the Colts and the Packers, and I think I went 1-6 my first weekend, and then I went 4-2 last weekend. So I'm trending up.
I just don't understand. Dude, I am baffled by that Minnesota-Indianapolis line. The Colts lost to the freaking Jags last week, dude.
No one loses to the Jaguars ever.
I know. At least the Vikings lost to a good team.
Yeah. Their defense looked pretty bad. Pretty bad. But it's the Colts. It's not like Phillip Rivers is gonna go off for whatever. He's old. Go get a stretcher, old man.
Oh, dude. I think they should set the over-under on how many balls how many out routes he's just going to turf. He just can't even get the ball to the sideline anymore.
Yeah, it's I think that could be an ugly game. But what do you say? Let's get our first guest on the line.
Cool. Let me dial him in real quick.
Hello?
Matt, what's going on, brother?
What's up, you guys?
How you doing, man?
So we now welcome on Matthew from CanesInsight. Hey, I got a question for you. On your Twitter, it says you're in Hollywood, Florida. Are you a Hollywood man?
I am a Hollywood man, born and raised.
What the hell? What up, brother? Okay, well let's just talk about that real quick. Where'd you grow up in Hollywood?
Hollywood Hills, right next to Chaminade, about a block away.
Okay, I played my first Little League football for the Hollywood Hills Red Raiders.
That's a dominant program.
Is it? I mean,
no, not really.
Hey, and so give me your favorite restaurants from Hollywood, because dude, that's my home. We still have our house there. I'll be moving there in a few months, and so because I have opinions on restaurants in Hollywood. I got to hear your favorites.
Well, I think Shenanigans takes the cake for me. That's been my favorite restaurant since really as long as I can remember, man. Just everything about that, just playing pool and watching Heat games and eating wings, like that's just what I remember, man. It's great.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What about, have you been to Villa Rose Pizza?
I have. That's great pizza. I think that's probably as good as it gets. Best I've had in Hollywood, at least.
Yeah. Absolutely. Morrow's is good too in downtown Hollywood. But yeah, I saw the Hollywood thing. I just had to ask, man, because I feel like most Canes Twitter, they're more Dade County, they're more, grew up in Miami, things like that. But whenever I see a Hollywood guy, I gotta talk to him about it.
It's a select few. We gotta stick together.
We're a very elite group. Okay, so let's talk Canes football, man. How are you feeling going into Saturday? Because Jordan and I think I'm a little less nervous, but I'm very nervous for this game. I just really like Louisville's offense. I think we were sloppy at times against UAB, and OddsShark just has us as 2.5-point underdogs to Louisville. So how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about what I saw. The thing with the odds is, what I saw is Vegas put us at the beginning as a 1.5-point favorite, and it swung immediately to Louisville. They're all the way up to 2.5 now. So that tells you the public is much higher on Louisville than Vegas is. Yeah. Depends on what they know. Louisville's a strong team, so the biggest thing is they're going to score points. It's just try to limit the big play as much as you can, and you know what? You got to score points on your own. Maybe I'm just underestimating them because of how well we played against them last year, but I think that we match up pretty well on the offensive side with our style of football and our running attack, because I think that we honestly went up against a better front seven last week, and we were able to impose our will there. So I think we'll be able to stick to what we want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so my biggest concern, and I think Jordan and I are pretty we agree on this. Our biggest concern for this weekend is the secondary, mostly the cornerbacks. Yeah. Christian Williams enters his transfer portal. I don't know why. Good, best of luck to him. But I mean, they got speed, man. They got Tutu Atwell. They got Hawkins at running back, who's they're going to run sideline to sideline. How do you feel about? And obviously, DJ Ivey had some spotty moments last week against UAB. So how do you feel with the Canes secondary and defense as a whole going up against a very explosive, very fast Louisville offense?
Yeah, I think that, the secondary does concern me. What gives me hope is that I think that the defensive line can overpower the offensive line of Louisville. I don't think that they're very good, but yeah, the secondary is a concern just because of the speed that they present and the struggles that we've seen there. My biggest thing is what happens when they do go 4 and 5 wide. Are we going to throw freshmen out there? Are we going to go and play 2 strikers, 3 safeties? Who knows? Because when you start adding, an Amari Carter as your third safety, or Keontra Smith and Gilbert Fry's out there at the same time, those guys are defensive backs, but those guys aren't sticking with Tutu Atwell. So it's a concern. I think they're going to have to get creative on defense, throw some zones at them, throw some different looks at him, try to get under Cunningham's skin a little bit with what he's seeing, because he's a guy that, is not the most accurate in the world. So if you make him try to throw, think while he's throwing instead of just playing freely, I think there could